Hi team, Coach Alex here and welcome back. Today you have clicked into a hips and hamstrings flow, which is gonna feel so good. We all need this. If you're active, if you're sitting a lot, your hips and hamstrings are probably tight no matter what. It's just the nature of who we are, of what we do. So we all need this one. Let's take a few moments together to be feeling nice and good in these hips and hamstrings. We're gonna start in a tabletop position. So make your way there as you get ready into this tabletop. And we're just gonna start to sit both hips over to one side and then over to the other side. Already seeing if you're feeling any tightness in the outside of the hips or the inside near the hip flexor maybe, and just seeing how that feels. And maybe starting to get some big circles in here from one way over to the other, and just noticing what tightness you're feeling, if any, or if you're feeling pretty good today, because that's awesome too. And then when you're ready to find some stillness in this tabletop position, we're going to start to go through a nice little rotation of our hips. So we're just going to make a nice big hip circle in our tabletop. Again, maybe 3 to 4 one direction, 3 to 4 the other direction. You might start to notice your glute lights up a little bit, and that's honestly a great thing. It's going to help move the hips around as we kind of get into that nice ball and socket joint. So going one way, going the other way, taking your time, noticing what you're feeling, how you're feeling as you move through this. Yes, y'all, nice. And maybe sitting back, getting that nice little side to side, just taking what you need here as we start to get a little bit deeper into these hips. We're gonna tuck the toes and send it up to our downward facing dog. Maybe get a little calf pedal here, already feeling our first hamstring stretch of the day as we move through. So we're really thinking about pressing through the base of the palms and then pushing down into our heels, making this nice long line from our hips to our heels. If you need to walk the feet in to get there or bend the knees, that is a totally great option as well. Nobody is getting a gold medal for being the most flexible today. This is all about you in your body and moving through it at your speed with your variation. From here, we're gonna shift forward and take 1 foot wide outside of the hands. So we're already starting to get into the hips a little bit. We're gonna drop our back knee and then rock forward to back into these hips. Just a nice, easy forward to back. Again, just seeing how they're feeling today, really warming them up, waking them up a little bit as we get started in this flow. We'll head back to our down dog. Maybe take a moment here, feeling that stretch. Maybe already noticing if you feel a little bit better in this down dog. Take a big breath in, and then exhale, other side. Hops forward. We drop the back knee, maybe hang out here for a moment and just see how it's feeling, and then we'll shift forward to back. Oof, and maybe you notice one side might be a little tighter than the other. This is definitely my more tight side over here. So I'm glad we're hitting this today. Definitely needed. And getting that rock. Now we're gonna start to speed it up a little bit. So we're gonna take it one breath at a time. So let's take a big breath in. Exhale back to our down dog, however you need to get there. Inhale, one side forward. Drop the back knee. Exhale, push it back. Breathe in, shift forward. Breathe out, shift back. Breathe in, shift forward. Breathe out, down dog, go. Breathe in, other side comes forward. Drop the back knee. Breathe out, hamstring stretch. Inhale forward, exhale back. Inhale forward, exhale back to the down dog one time. Breathe in, step forward, drop the knee. Breathe out, shift back. Yes. Inhale forward, exhale back. Inhale forward, exhale down dog. Last time, side 2, here we go. Drop the back knee, breathe out, shift back. Inhale forward, exhale back. Inhale forward, exhale back to our down dog. Take a big breath in, big breath out. Breathe in high on the toes. Exhale, right foot steps forward and wide, just like we did. We drop the back knee, we lift the chest up. Little opener through the front side of the body, the hips, and then we shift back into our half split. Similar to our hamstring stretch. Chest goes over those toes. One more breath in, one more breath out. We rebend the leg, scoop the arms forward, breathe in, pop up into our high crescent lunge. Keep those hips square to the front. Gently start to pull back that right hip and drive the left hip forward as you get that big reach up. One more big breath in. Exhale, leg straighten, chest drapes over the front leg for our first hamstring triangle pose stretch. In this way, drawing that chin toward the thigh, drawing the forehead toward the shin. One more big breath in. Big breath out. We bend the knee, shift forward, and we're making it back to our down dog. We go side two. Inhale high on the toes. Exhale, left leg forward. Drop the back knee. We reach the arms up into our Anjane. Nice little lunge here. Chest is lifted. Hips are square to the front of your mat. Breathe in. Exhale, half split. Toes curl back towards the face. Chest draws over the toes. We pull that left hip back a little bit. A few more breaths right here. Inhale. Exhale. Maybe relax the face a little. Breathing in and breathing out. Gently rebend the knee. We pop up off the back knee. Reach the arms up for our high crescent lunge. Again, left hip starts to draw back. Right hip draws forward. We reach the arms up. We push through the front foot. Breathe in. And on the breath out, we straighten the legs. Triangle pose. Adjust the back foot as you need. It shouldn't feel comfy. It should feel a little uncomfortable. That's where the good stretch starts to happen. That's where the growth starts to happen. Yoga is about getting uncomfortable and breathing through it. Finding comfort in the discomfort and taking that off of your mat into real life. So if you got tight hamstrings like me, this is feeling a little uncomfortable. We're going to hang out for one more breath in. On the breath out, we bend the knee, come back to our downward facing dog. Okay, we're going to pick up the pace a little bit and add a little bit in here, all right? So we're going to inhale, right leg up to the sky. Exhale, open up that hip to the side wall. Breathe in, back to our three-legged, lift to the sky. Exhale, step it through between the hands. Inhale, arms come up for our high lunge. Exhale is our triangle pose. We straighten the leg, shift over the front leg. Yes, we know this one. Now, we're going to turn to our left, toes point to the side mat. We got our wide forward fold. Maybe bend into one side, bend into the other side, grab opposite elbows. Let the head hang heavy, let it feel good. And then we're going to bend into our left leg for a Skandasana lunge. You can turn the toes up to the ceiling, or you can just stay lifted right here in more of a lateral lunge position. We're getting into those inner thighs and hips, also waking up that back glute. Yes, team. One more big breath in, big breath out. And then we twist to the back of our mat for a triangle pose on this left side, face framing that left leg. Breathing in, breathing out. We bend the leg, we pick up the chest, our high crescent lunge. We're throwing this flow in reverse for side two. From our high crescent lunge, we replace the hands, pop back to our three-legged dog, left leg lifts, and then we open up the hip to that side wall. Yes, picking up the pace slightly. I know, you guys are killing it though. Back to our three-legged and all the way back to our downward facing dog. We got one more time on each of those sides, and we're going more chill, stretchy till the end, all right? So take a big breath in, big breath out. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, step it between the hands. Chest lifts, high crescent lunge. Breathe in, breathe out, triangle stretch. Triangle pose. One more breath in, breath out. We turn to face the side. Nice wide fold. Maybe take it to one side, crawl both hands over to the other side. Maybe you want to grab big toes. If you have a headstand, shoulder stand in your practice and you want to take it here, you can. Otherwise, we're hanging out down here for a few more minutes. So take what you need, bend into one side, bend into the other. Breathing in and breathing out. As you're ready, bend into our left leg. We got our skandasana on this side. Remember, you can turn those toes up, sit low into it if you want, or you can stay more vertical into that lateral lunge. We take a big breath in, big breath out, and then we turn to the front of our mat again. We're in our nice runner's lunge. We drive up, high crescent on this side. Left leg is forward. Breathe in. Breathe out, triangle. Chin towards the leg, forehead towards the shin. Breathing in and breathing out. Gently pull the left hip back. Rebend the knee. Keep the hands planted. Three-legged dog. Breathe in. Breathe out, downward facing dog. Yes, y'all. All right, we're going to start to get a little chill, stretchy. So we're going to start with our pigeon pose. We're going to take our right leg up to the sky and then bring the right knee in towards the chest. Then we're going to gently place that leg down towards the front of our mat, and our back leg will extend behind us. If this variation feels uncomfortable, you can always take a shin box position and keep the chest over that front leg. Your front leg does not need to be parallel. It's whatever feels good for you and your body. A bolster or block that you'd like to put under your hip to make it a little bit more comfortable, you can definitely do that. We're just going to fold over that front leg, and we're going to hang out here for a few breaths in and out on this side, seeing how the outside of that hip is doing. Relaxing through the shoulders, relaxing through the face, through the forehead. We just did a nice little flow, so hips and hamstrings should be feeling a little bit more loose, have a little bit more range of motion. Now just doing some static stretching to kind of sink into it a little bit more that we got warm in these areas of our body. Breathing in and breathing out. And you can always pause this video and hold if you want to stretch a little bit more deeply into each side. My goal is just to make this seem achievable and like you don't need a full hour to get it all in. Like we can get it in on limited time. So nice and easy, coming up and then switching over to the other side. Same options on this side. If you'd like to take a little block or bolster under there, you definitely can. I'm just getting situated, finding that position that feels most comfortable for you. Again, not always about comfort. It might not be comfortable at all. But finding that spot and knowing the difference between discomfort and pain is also important as we get into these more static holds. So taking those breaths here, noticing if your forehead is scrunched, if your teeth are pressing together, and just maybe relaxing the mouth, relaxing the jaw, relaxing the forehead, and taking nice, easy, deep breaths. Letting yourself just kind of breathe through. When you want to get out of it, when you want to get away from the position you're in, from the work that you're doing, from a stressful situation, maybe just take a moment to take a deep breath. Be present, remind yourself who you are, where you are, your goals. Maybe stay in it for one more beat. And then our final one this class is our frog pose. Oh boy, is the frog pose rough, y'all. But we're gonna do it. We wanna make sure the knees are in line with the ankles, which are in line with the hips, as we get down into our frog, dropping low into it. My foot has a little dumbbell rest, that's okay. And just breathing here for the last few moments of work. Letting those inner thighs and hips open up a little bit after that flow we just put in. And taking those nice relaxing breaths in and breaths out. Nice and easy. Coming up from there, I hope the hips and the hamstrings are feeling a little bit more loose. You gave them so much love today. You can always come back to this one or pair it with one of the other workouts I have in my offer. Can't wait to see you at the next one. Great work today, team.